but how do you get started? What do you need to be doing first before you do other things for you to get started in your marketing, in your exposure as a dentist? Welcome to Marketing for Dentists, where we're all about marketing and exposure for those dentists who aspire for more. My name is Chico, and today I'm really excited about this topic that we're going to be starting off with. So I speak to a lot of dentists who get to a point where they've practiced for a while, they've got experience under their belt, and they think, I'm passionate about it, and or they love it for various different reasons. It could be the financial side of it, it could be, the ease of it, the fact that they have a bit more natural ability with it, whether it's Invisalign, it's implants, it's composite bonding, whichever one it is. They want to do more of this treatment. They want to get more of the kind of person who wants this treatment. And they come and they say, you know what, I want to start doing some marketing. I want to get more exposure. I want more people to know about this treatment that I'm doing. I want to increase my awareness. I want to spread the word about this treatment. So this is what this video is going to be all about. It's going to be about, you've realized that, but how do you get started? What do you need to be doing first before you do other things for you to get started in your marketing, in your exposure as a dentist? What usually happens now is that when people realize I need to do some marketing, I need to get some exposure, is that they go to the methods. They go to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, website, and all of these marketing methods that are out there. They start opening a Facebook page, a Facebook account, Instagram account. They start posting some pictures straight away. But what we don't realize is that these are only the methods of marketing, and they're not a great place to start. What we need to be doing is looking at the principles. The methods are the things that come further down the line. What we need to do first is that we need to set a foundation before we can start implementing the methods that we need to do. And I will explain to you a bit more about these principles that we need to be putting in place. Now, principles, these are the fundamentals. These are the base level things, the things that set the foundation to our marketing. These are the things that we can build our marketing methods on. In business school, if you went to business school, you'd be taught about things like the marketing mix. You'd have been taught about the 4 Ps. And I won't bore you with all the different theory of marketing and that sort of thing. I'll make it as relevant to you as it needs to be. Now, why should you start with the principles and not the methods? One thing that you need to realize is that a lot of the principles or the foundational things of anything normally stay the same, whereas the methods often change. They're changing all the time. And in marketing, they are those things, these principles, that generally stay the same over time. Let's say methods of marketing like flyers, TV advertising, radio advertising, and all of these different things. A lot of these things that I've just mentioned just then, a lot of them have become obsolete in many industries. Yes, they're still effective in some ways, but you find that many industries are not benefiting from them. It's not effective anymore. When methods fail, what we start to find is that the principles stay the same. They hold down. You're able to fall back on the principles. We're able to adapt to the different changes that are happening because we have the principles down. We're not just relying on the methods that we have. So starting with principles, it can be hard work, but I promise you it's something that will serve you well along your full journey of marketing. Now, principles, when we talk about principles, what exactly are we talking about? I'm going to share with you 5 main principles, and I've made it such that it's as relevant to yourselves as possible. Number one, we're going to be looking at self-awareness. Number two, we are going to be looking at discovering the root problem. Number three, identifying the ideal patient. Number four, reaching them more effectively. Number five, serving them more effectively. So number one, when we look at self-awareness, it is really important that before we do anything else, we have a bit more self-awareness. We know about ourselves as an individual and as a practice. We can look at things like what are our strengths and our weaknesses, our opportunities, what are our threats. We get to find out what are we good at, where are we best positioned, and that sort of thing. That starts to inform everything else that we do going forward. What is our offering? What are our features? And all of that sort of thing. So we need to have some self-awareness. Number two, we need to discover what exactly the root problem is that we solve. So people have come to us because they want straighter teeth, they want tooth replacing or anything like that. Now we need to look at, okay, what's the deeper issue here? Why do you want straighter teeth? Why do you want whiter teeth? That then becomes the deeper issues, the heart issues. That's what we start speaking to in our marketing, because we understand that. And that's where we find that our patients start to connect with us better, because we understand their problem more. Number three, we identify our ideal patient. So now that we know the treatment, we know the problem, who suffers from this problem the most? Who are we best positioned to serve? We start to looking at all of those things, and we start to form a person, a persona. How old are they? What do they do for a living? We start to ask all of these questions such that we get a clearer idea of our ideal patient. A lot of people try and say, well, I can help anyone. I can straighten anyone's teeth. The thing is that when we try and reach everyone, we reach no one. When we try and connect with everyone, we connect with no one. So we need to start to identify our ideal patient. Number four, these ones, number four and number five, are more the bonus ones. Now that we've done all of these things, we need to now start looking at how can we reach them more effectively. Now that we know who they are, we know what problem they have, where are they based on their age, their location, and all of these, we can start to look at, okay, how can we reach this person more effectively? And number five, we can serve them more effectively. We know the problem we solve, we know ourselves, we know all of these things. So how can we serve the people that we work with more effectively? What can we change to make it more effective, and all of that sort of thing? So these principles here, when we start with this, we set a solid foundation for all the marketing that we're going to do. When things change, we're able to adapt better because we understand the principles of our marketing. They can inform all our strategies and everything that we're doing going forward. So remember, we need to start with the principles and not the methods. The principles build a solid foundation, and that's why this is where we need to start. We need to be self-aware. We need to discover the root problem. We need to identify our ideal patient. We need to reach them more effectively, and we need to serve them more effectively as we carry on going. So I hope this was useful. Please, if you like this, remember to like this video, subscribe to this channel to get more of this kind of content. I do look forward to seeing you again in the next video.